Welcome back to Bazaar Morning Call. This morning, there is a relief rally across most global screens, and the SGX Nifty is also indicating a start in the green. But then we have that big event looming upon us, which is the FOMC meet. So ahead of that, things could perhaps be a bit cautious as well. We have our entire team joining in to help us with the list of top 10 stocks as we begin our trade this morning. Reema, let me begin with you. You're watching Bharti Airtel today?
Yes, hi, good morning. So Bharti Airtel has introduced new, cheaper postpaid family plans. Remember, last week, Reliance Jio introduced some new postpaid family plans, which indicated Jio is getting aggressive into the postpaid segment, and now Bharti has come out with a counter. What they have done is that the earlier cheapest family plan, which means that with your regular SIM, you get some incremental SIMs for your family. That's what makes a family plan. The cheapest one was $9.99, where with one SIM, you get 3 additional SIMs, right? It caters to a family of 4. Now they've introduced a cheaper variant, a $5.99 version, where along with one SIM, you get an additional SIM. So it's not really comparable, but it's just a lower price point. If someone is value conscious and price sensitive, they have another cheaper option. As I said, it's not comparable because Bharti's $9.99 earlier plan offered you 4 SIMs. This $5.99 newer plan is offering you only a total of 2 SIMs, an incremental 1 SIM. How does this compare with what Reliance Jio announced last week? Well, again, not directly comparable, but Reliance Jio's plan for 2 SIMs, which is what Bharti has introduced right now. The comparable one is $498 minus OTT connections. But if you want OTT connections, then it is $798, right? So it straddles on both sides of Bharti's price point. So Bharti has also introduced 2 newer Airtel Black variants, which basically is a combination of DTH, fixed broadband, etc. So they've also again introduced lower price points over there. So now earlier Bharti's postpaid plans were very few, very selective, and they were more the higher price points. But now they are trying to cater to the various different price points. So that indicates that they don't want to let any part of the market go, and they are countering Jio's plans in postpaid. Back to you.
Okay, all right. Thanks a lot for that, Reema. Well, let's hop across to Vivek. He's here to tell us about Adani Enterprises. Morning, Vivek.
Well, good morning. So Adani Enterprises, yesterday we did report how, certain newspaper reports were indicating that the entire 34,900 crore project, that was the entire petchem to PVC project as far as Mundra was concerned, was being put on hold. So yesterday, the company has come out with a detailed clarification. So what's actually happened is that now they've made this particular project into 2 separate projects, which is the Mundra Petchem project. Now, in the Petchem project, the company says, the group says that they're hopeful of achieving financial closure within the next 6 months, post which work will start. However, when it comes to the green PVC project, what the management is indicating is that, the financial closure of this particular project is still under consideration with the financial institutions. After, once they get the entire financial closure for the green PVC project, post which they will start construction. So some, relief rally expected as far as Adani Enterprises is concerned on the back of this clarification.
Vivek, thanks very much for that. Now, oil companies in focus on the back of changes in windfall taxation. Sonal has got the details. Sonal, hi, morning.
Good morning, Prashant. Well, 2 reasons why oil producers will be in focus. The first thing is that Brent crude prices, they have at least halted the decline that we were seeing yesterday. So right now it is at that $73 per barrel mark and has recovered from levels of $71 per barrel that we saw yesterday. Additionally, as you pointed out, there has been a revision in windfall taxes. For crude oil production, it has been cut to 3,500 rupees per ton versus 4,400 rupees per ton, so which is a relief for these oil producers. However, on diesel, it has been increased to 1 rupees per litre versus 0.5 rupees per litre. And on petrol and aviation fuel, it continues to remain nil. So all these oil companies in focus today.
Okay, thanks for that, Sonal. Well, let's hop across to Surbhi. She's joining us to fill us in with some more stocks that are in the news. Surbhi?
Hi, so today I'm looking at some interesting deals. The first one is HDFC AMC. Now, yesterday the company recovered 6% from its lows when 2.4% equity changed hands. Now, according to the data released post-market, SBI Mutual Fund bought 2.2% stake in the AMC at rupees 1,600 per share, which is a 5% discount to yesterday's closing price. GQG Partners Emerging Equity Fund sold about 1.16% equity out of the 2.28% they hold in the company. Now, obviously, GQG has been in the headlines after acquiring stake in the Adani group companies, but the details of the other sellers are not available yet. Next on my radar is PVR, where Warburg Pincus, through its affiliate Berry Creek Investments, sold its entire stake, 2.49% in the company. Now the transaction totaled more than 380 crores. Now major mutual fund houses were the buyers here. SBI Mutual Fund again bought shares worth 229 crores. ICICI Pru also bought stake worth 100 crores, which is close to 6.4 lakh shares. And Society General also bought 3.2 lakh shares. And lastly, UTI AMC, where PPFAS Mutual Fund bought 11.22 lakh shares at 636 rupees per share, which is a total of 714 crores.
All right, thanks a lot for that. Well, let's go across to Vivek once again to talk about more stocks that are in the news this morning. Vivek, what do you have?
Well, quite a few stocks, quite a few award wins coming in as far as the entire infra space is concerned. First on the list is J. Kumar Infra. The company, along with its JV partner, has got a letter of award from the Bangalore Metro Rail Corporation. Now, the total contract value is 182 crore, and this is for the construction of an airport depot within the metro. Now, PNC Infra, another significant order win coming. Haryana Rail Infrastructure Development, a project coming in there for the company. Total cost of the project is 771 crores, and the construction period is for 30 months. Lastly, Sterling and Wilson Renewable Energy will remain in focus. A significant order win for this particular company, a 2,100 crore order win. This is for a renewable project development, and the order has been got from NTPC's renewable energy arm. Total capacity of 1,500 megawatt. Bid value includes O&M services. So 2,100 crore order win, significant as far as Sterling and Wilson Renewable is concerned.
All right, thanks a lot for that. So here's a quick recap of our top stocks to watch today. Stocks with positive news flow. There's Bharti, Airtel, Adani Enterprises, ONGC, Oil India, HDFC, AMC, PVR, UTI, AMC, J. Kumar Infra, PNC Infra, and Sterling and Wilson Renewable Energy. Well, guess what? There's no stock with negative news flow that's likely to open in the red. That won't be the case, of course, but a lot of positive news flow coming through this morning. All right, let's also find out what's happening in the world of commodities. Remember, Brent had a steep fall yesterday, but overnight, I think there's been a little bit of recovery. Manisha Gupta is joining in for a roundup of all the action there. Manisha, good morning.
Morning, Sonia. Thank you for that. Well, yes, after 12% of decline in the previous week, we saw 4% of a cut yesterday. The market did close a percentage point on the higher side, but that doesn't really seem to be holding because the dollar index is back above 103. We are looking at positive cues in the dollar index, and that's weighing onto the crude oil prices. So we are back around those 15-month lows that you saw in the markets yesterday as well. Well, while the U.S. Fed may pause or hike interest rates by 25 basis points, that is something that has been supportive for the prices. The other thing that the markets will watch out for is the OPEC and allies meeting. Well, that's on 3rd of April, and any change in stance from there would also impact the prices here. The other area which has done slightly better for itself has been the metal space. Remember, this has seen a decline in the previous week too, but with the dollar moving around, we are looking at pressure here. Having said that, the Chinese demand has picked up in the month of March. We are looking at the copper inventories at a 2-month lows in China, and the Chinese copper premium is at the highest since December. So that tells you that the demand is coming back. So whether it's copper, aluminum, and zinc, we have seen overnight gains come in across these metals.
All right. Thanks very much, Manisha, for that. That's the action from the commodities space. Well, we'll take a very quick break here. Up next, Prakash Devan will join in for some fundamental stock analysis.